Hello and welcome back to another LUHS Media Productions live stream. Tonight we are covering the Lakeland Thunderbird girls soccer team versus Rhinelander, also a girls soccer team. Funny enough how that worked out. So starting a little bit after them, they already did the opening lineup and national anthem. However, I will read the opening lineups now. So I apologize if I mess up any of the names. For Lakeland Thunderbirds, we have number 21. Erica Rain. Number 2, Riley Wise. Number 3, Maria Giranella. I'm sorry I messed that up. Sorry if I messed any of these up. Number 4, we have Mia Solis. Number 6, we have Taylor Heleniak. Number 7, we have Callie Julius. Number 9, we have Bobby Lee. Number 10, we have Jenna Whitman. Number 11, we have Charlie Cleveland. Number 14, we have Noli Guthrie. Number 15, we have Leah Wolf. Number 16, we have Kale Quaid. Number 30, we have Naomi Hammerla. Number 18, we have Olivia Melka. Number 19, we have Sophia Mashishin. Number 20, Maya Saville. Number 22, Lacrosse Mardigan. Number 23, Josie Wentland. Number 24, Allison Lazaroff. And lastly, number 25, Sarah Poizon. As for the Rhinelander Hodags, we have number 3, Morgan Van Zyl. Number 6, Kaylee Pontel. Number 7, Haley Gabor. Number 8, Sophia Miljevic. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Number 9, Eleanor Steffen. Number 11, Anna Schopp. Number 12, Leah Jamison. Number 15, Ava Lamers. Number 17, McKenna Brown. Number 18, Mabel Spencer. Number 19, Maria Heck. Number 22, Audrey Sheik. Number 23, Mia Crows. Number 24, Aubrey Yonker. Number 26, Leah Weigel. Number 27, Emma Schiamarella. Something like that. And number 31, Navia Rapley. So yeah, once again, I apologize for messing any of that up. And I believe that was the entire team, not just the opening lineups. So yeah. Anyways, the game has already started. And it would look like Lakeland is in possession of the ball at the moment. I will have a co-commentator here shortly with me. However, she is currently absent, and because of technical reasons. But nothing that you'll need to worry about. And unfortunately, I don't believe either of us are too familiar with soccer. So we tried getting a really knowledgeable co-commentator, but hey, you're stuck with me. Yeah. That's number 22, Aubrey Sheik, kicking it out of bounds. I do believe black is Lakeland and white is Rhinelander for this opening. And I guess for the entire game. I will try to learn the names of the players as we go along. Thrown back in by number 21 on Lakeland, which actually isn't, their name is on this list. Never mind, it's Erica Rain. It just is a bit weird on this list. So, like I said, we'll figure these things out as the game goes along. Shishin bounces it off her head, going to Melka, but then kicked out by Spencer. Lakeland throwing it back in. Erica Rain doing the throwing. Tosses it to Heleniak. Passing it forward. Looks like they might have an opening here, but probably not. Maybe. We'll see. And then it's kicked out by... it's hard to tell at this distance. Maybe that's Wolf. Can't quite read the number from here, so there's certainly a player kicking it back in. Oh, that's number 18, Melka. Finally turned her back to me. Oh, getting quite close. Mashishin making a kick, but not quite getting there. Rhinelander's defense is strong, especially when they're right up next to the goal. That is a quality trait to have on any team. And kicked out of bounds, but it looks like Rhinelander. Of course, immediately thrown back in by Lakeland. Rhinelander kicking it towards the middle of the field, though it's pushed back by Lazaroff, who kicks it all the way in, going straight to the goalie. Making a dive for the ball before Melka could get it. Thrown straight to the knee of Van Zyl. Possession gets passed to Leah Wolf and Jenna Whitman. and then slowly rolled out of bounds. So, Rhinelander's ball. Being thrown back in by, well, it's really hard to tell at this distance. But I'm sure you Rhinelander folks at home that are definitely watching this can tell. Oh! Pass to number 3 on Rhinelander, Morgan Van Zyl, who's making a good push towards our goal. But then it's kicked back by Jenna Whitman. But then it's picked up by number 18, Spencer. And then it's kicked back by Lakeland. A bit of an offensive push there, but we don't have much players. Oh, this might be it. Ooh, so close. Heleniak carrying it very close, but Rhinelander's goalie being Maya Krause covering it last second. Good job, Krause. Ball going a bit of back and forth around the 30-yard line. Not that that matters because this is a soccer game. But giving the Melka. Passed over to Wolf. Looked like that was a pass to Whitman, but went out of bounds. Right off of Wetland's foot. Tossed back in by Whitman. Moved back a little bit by Lakeland. Back to Giriella. And then moved back even further to Lazaroff. Over to Rain. Passing it to Giriella. And then passing it to Melka, who's on the very edge, keeping it in just barely. Right in the corner. Picked up by Giriella. Gyronella. Well, sure I'll find out after this. Oh. This could be big. Not quite. That was Heleniak getting really close to the goal. I mean, barely kept in the field by Van Zyl. Moved back by Lazaroff, passing to Ulyas. So far, the ball has been in control by the Thunderbirds for most of this game. Though, as I say that, Lakeland gets awfully close. Our goalie's stretching. Make a shot, and straight through the field goal. Maybe. I think I even missed that. So, straight to the sweet nowhere. No points for nobody. It would appear that our goalie is Naomi Hermela, a senior. Didn't have to work too hard to block that shot, but she certainly made an effort. It would appear my co-commentator has arrived as she gets set up, and she will be joining me shortly. How exciting. Pass to Malka, who makes it through like 4 players. Getting right to the center of the field, but then control is taken back by Krause. Rain kicking it back. Some Rhinelander kid kicking it back. They're just kicking back and forth. Slowly getting closer to the Thunderbird goal. We'll see what happens. Oh, getting quite close. 31, getting awfully close to the ball. Make a good shot. That's Nivea Rapley. We'll see if she's able to score anything this game. Now I'm giving it a big punt. Ooh. Any second now, we're gonna have a second voice in this live stream. It's gonna be so exciting. Gironella kicking it back, kicking it forward a little bit. And it looks like that's Wentland chasing it. But then it rolls out of bounds. I didn't quite see by who. I guess it was by Lakeland. I stand corrected. It was by Rhinelander. So that would be Whitman throwing it back in. Any second now, we're going to get a sound there, just setting up the mic to make sure it works.
I'm Amari Williams.
That's, well, her name is Amari Williams. I don't know if you guys heard that. But, so we'll be performing this audio check live, it seems like. Wow. And it's gone out of bounds.
I'll be co-commentating with Harrison.
From what it sounds like, she is here and live and sounding great. Ball is moving towards the Rhinelanders' goal. Big kick, but not quite making it anywhere. Unfortunate.
It was a good try, though.
I'm all right. I know you haven't been here for any of the games so far, but what do you think of the game so far?
I think the game is going great, and I hope that the winning team is very happy with their accomplishment.
Indeed, I did. You know, I'm a little biased towards the Thunderbirds, but
I could say the same.
yeah. I don't know. I just kind of grew up around this place. I was born here. Oh my God!
And that was a good
I almost
block.
just missed that, but it seemed the bar above the goalie did a great job defending.
And up and goes.
And it's out. Almost interfering with a softball game that's going on right next door. If this game gets boring, we can always call that.
You're hilarious, Harrison.
I didn't quite see who kicked it out, and I didn't quite see who threw it in either. I was too distracted by a softball game, but right now it is in possession of Rhinelander, considering she is punting the ball. That's number 22 punting, Audrey Sheik. Nice kick. Looks like it's going out, though. And indeed it is. So right back to Thunderbirds, about halfway through the field. Rhinelander parent section looking very enthusiastic.
See lots of green over there.
Yeah.
Supporting.
How's it?
Looks like number 7 stole the ball, passed it to number 3,
That's
who then passed it to 21.
all right. Kicked out by Van Zyl. Tossed back in by Reimer. Over to Melka. Passing it to Reimer. Passing it to Jeriana. We're not really getting anywhere, but we're giving this ball to everyone. Big kick to about nobody. Looks like it's going to be picked up by number 22, who is actually not picking it up and kicking it out. That's Aubrey Sheik. Thrown in back in by Reimer. Picked up by Sheik again.
Picked up again by number 24.
Immediately kicked out and thrown once again back in by Reimer.
Number 3 passed it to number 4. And the ball is in now possession by Rhinelander. Oh, nice block by number 18.
Very intentional. Definitely meant to use the back of her foot to kick that out of bounds. Good job, Melka. Being thrown back in by Spencer. Yep, that was indeed Spencer. Learning these names as we go. That's Chiamarella. God, some of these names are going to make some parents very angry at me if they watch this. And looked like it's kicked out. Oh, it's not kicked out. It's picked up by Whitman, who just turns and punches it back. Punches it back. She kicked it back. It's the opposite of what she did. Whitman currently kicking the ball in the wrong direction, trying to get the ball away from Rhinelander. Though.
Pass to number 7, who then kicks it to number 3.
Indeed. Bit of a bump between Rain and Van Zyl. Right onto the head of Julius. Oh, number 31, Rhinelander's star offensive player, almost getting another chance to kick the ball.
Number 21 kicks it back into the middle of the field.
That's Ryan, making sure it's not anywhere close to our goal.
Nice block by number 22.
Oh, Melka deflecting the ball right out of bounds, it looks like. Oh, not quite. Now it is, but it looked like it bumped off the thigh of a Rhinelander player, which is Sheik. Rain, once again, throwing it back in. She seems to be really good at that this game, or at least doing it quite frequently. There's probably a word for someone who does that, but hey, I don't know it. That's her off, making a nice attempt, but Rhinelander's goalie, Krause, picks it up and gives it a nice toss back.
Number 3 and 12 were duking it out.
Very amazing dive made by Krause, though the ball wasn't going in anyways. Kraus picking it up, tossing it to appear to be number 22, which is Sheik. Ready to kick it again. A lot of kicking in this game. I wonder why they don't use their hands. I feel like that would make it really easier.
I wonder why too. The world's questions may never be answered.
Nice kick right to the middle of all the players. Reimer kicking it to Melka. Melka doing something with it. Kicking it into the middle of nowhere. Picked up by Wolf. Not really, just kidding. It makes its way to Jenna Whitman, who tosses it back to Wolf. And then it's kicked by someone. Number 31 on Rhinelander. That's Rapley getting a chance to kick it in and then not getting that chance because Hammerla just picks it up and punts it back. Yay, go T-Birds. Bit of a head bouncing going on between Chimriella and and Stefan, it looks like. Juggled it for like four bounces in a row. Quite impressive. Magician picking it up and passing it to a Rhinelander player, but that Rhinelander player missing it and it goes to Melka instead. How convenient. Melka looks like she tried to pass to... Well, we don't have a number 9. Who is that?
Number 9 is Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee. Lee is out there. Okay, at some point Lee got substituted in. I didn't even notice.
Sneaky soccer players. They're now retrieving the ball from the other side of the field.
And they're taking their sweet time doing it. Number 22 on Rhinelander, Sheik, giving it a nice good kick again. She seems to have done that multiple times this game already. I wonder if we'll see her do it more. Most likely. Heck, I wonder if we'll see any goals scored this game. Soccer is kind of one of them games where you don't really see many goals scored. Like an average game is like going to be like 2-1 or something.
A lot
But
of action going on in there.
yeah,
These girls are playing very hard.
sure looks like it. People are cheering for Bobby. Big fan. Big fans. It's kicked out by a Lakeland player. Picked up by Rhinelander. Tossing it back in. Going to someone who's standing sideways to me so I can't read their number and say what their name is.
Yeah, I'm having trouble picking out the far side of the field. Nice block by number 17. Naomi Hammerla.
Actually, that would be
That is
Brown.
McKenna Brown, I apologize.
Hammerla is number 30 in this game, despite her also playing 17 on some days. But when she's playing goalie, she is number 30. Don't know why she has 2 numbers, but that's not my problem. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Who knows? There's just 2 numbers on this piece of paper that I'm holding. Sheik kicking it again.
All the way half across the field.
Yep, I feel like we've seen this a couple times, but that's okay. Maybe this time it'll work out differently. Yulia's picking it up and going between a few people, eventually making its way to Lazarov. Though, once again, an offensive push made by Rapley, attempting to kick it in, but she seems to be Rhinelander's only offensive player, which is kind of weird. But, hey, whatever works. Picked up by Whitman. Thrown in by Whitman. Tossed to Julius. Kicking it through past Rapley's grasp, or whatever the foot equivalent is of that.
Yes, I think it's a pass, Harrison.
It's a pass. She passed it. It's picked up by Lee. And then kicked back. And then Rapley has it again. Rapley kicks it to the side. Once again, a Rhinelander player who I can't read the number of is chasing after it. That was number 8, Milkovic, but it would seem that Hammerla picked it up and is tossing it back before she could do anything.
Number 27.
Shia Morala.
Chiamarella.
Yep.
Nice block.
Reimer giving a good kick to middle of the field. What am I saying? They're kicking it back and forth. This is soccer. All right. Magician picking. Just kidding. Magician's not picking it up. Almost thought there for a second. Wolf kicking it. Is Magician gonna get it? No. Bobby might get it. Nope. It was the goalie from the Hodags. That I remember. It's Krause. I'm gonna remember that last name. Making its way back to the middle of the field. Bit of a hustle. Looked like she fell into her after the We bumped into him.
Herman's attempt to block the ball has failed.
Yep. Passing it to Rapley, going straight past Rapley to Hammerla. And once
Hammerla
again,
kicks the ball across the field, passing it to
nobody. Passing it to the T-Bird in the middle. Let's go.
number 22. Sheik seems to be in pursuit of the ball.
She has been one of the more prevalent players of this game. Though, yeah, if you're counting by goals scored, everyone's equal. We may see that till the very last few minutes of this.
It is very possible.
Lee attempting to get past 4 Rhinelander players and being quite unsuccessful. Picked up by number 3 Van Zyl and kicked back by Reimer. But it's saved by someone. Magician eventually picks it up and looks like she might make an attempt. She does, and it goes. Oh, it bounces off the field goal. But it's still in play because I guess the field goal counts as a wall. So, Sophia made an attempt, but it would now be probably kicked back in by Sheik again. Once again. It's great that Rhinelander has a dedicated goal kicker.
Sheik seems to have the ball in hand and passing it to her fellow teammates.
The ball is not in her hands, actually. It's in her feet.
She is
It's
in
actually on the
possession of
ground.
ball.
She's not even touching the ball.
She then passed it to
Magician kicks it out of bounds. Great job, Magician. Now we got to watch that all over again. I'm just kidding. This is very exciting. Good, go Lakeland. Looks like it's being thrown in by Spencer, who's taking her sweet time to wait for the ref to blow the whistle, who was taking their sweet time. Passed to Van Zyl and then immediately kicked out of bounds. So it looks like Reimer's going to pick it up or pick up a different ball and toss it in right away.
Reimer passes it to number 9.
That's Bobby Lee. Bounce off the head of Sheik. I got a Sheik.
Reimer then kicks it to number. I cannot
Looks like
say
Wolf.
that number. I apologize.
Looks like Wolf kicked out by Sheik again. Toss to Reimer, who's throwing it in from the left side. That's kind of seems like or I guess, near side. Left side from Lakeland's perspective. Looks like the near side throw inner is
And
Rain.
Erica Ryan kicks it to number
Is it
18,
Ryan?
Olivia Malka.
Is her last name Ryan? It is.
Erica Ryan.
It is Ryan. I knew that. I've
You
been saying
pronounced it
Reimer this
wrong.
entire time.
I apologize on on Harrison's behalf for mispronunciations
Are you apologizing on my behalf? I'm
because I felt obligated to.
okay. It's my fault. I know my peers. I know my seniors. Erica Ryan.
Sophia Michichin.
Whoa. Close one.
Almost makes
Caught
it in.
caught by Krause last second. That was a close one.
It was a very good pass. Good attempt. These girls are eager to make a goalie. Number 9. Erica Ryan passes it back to number 19.
Magician
Shishin.
kicking it towards the outside of the field. Let's go. See who's gonna be picking it back up. That looks like Stefan's gonna be throwing it back in, or just running up, setting the ball down, and letting it sit there for a second. Being kicked in by that's Sheik. She seems to be the best kicker on the Hodag's female soccer team. Varsity soccer team. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're all good, Harrison.
Picked up by Spencer, who just kicks it to Hammerla, who's going to throw it into the middle of the field. Or kick it. Probably punt it.
Passing it to her fellow teammates.
Or her opposing teammates, I guess.
Vanna failed to block it, but now the T-Birds have the ball in hand.
Yep. Van Zyl lining up for a really big kick. Who's that going to? It looks like it's going to nobody. Kicked back by Janelle. Wolf picking it up, making a goalie shot, slipping through the goalie's arm. Is a goal! Man, I've been wanting to do that since boys soccer. Let's go. First point goes to Lakeland. Lakeland Thunderbirds. Hear the crowd roar.
Lakeland crowd is going wild.
They are going crazy. Good job, Lakeland. That might be the only point scored this game.
36.
Oh, yes. There's 23:36 left on the clock until half.
Not left on the clock, it's into the game.
Into the game. I've been
timer
watching.
goes up.
I know how this game works. I'm a professional.
We are professionals calling this soccer game here.
That's
Number
not
7,
important. Lakeland scored the first point.
McKenna
It's big.
Brown. Erica Ryan then passes it to number 3. Then stolen by McKenna Brown.
Not stolen by anyone, sadly. Well,
first game
Brown gets it eventually, but
scored by number 15, Leah Wolf, at the 23:36 mark.
Yep. Rortbat just has announced that the first goal was indeed scored by Lee Wolf. Good job to her. Might be the only goal we see this game, but yeah, might get interesting.
Erica Ryan.
Van Zyl making an attempt, but Ryan, of course, kicks it out. Being thrown in by Jameson. Passing it to two colliding females. Melka picking it up. Almost has a clear shot, but doesn't quite. Wolf kicking it to, doesn't matter anymore. Picked up by Jameson.
And number 12 from the Hodag team.
Yep. And then went to
Passes it
Sheik. Or no, it's not Sheik. I think it's somebody. Something's happening.
Hammerla now has the ball in hand.
Yep, that's what matters.
Pass it to her fellow Lady Thunderbirds.
I don't really believe that she's being discriminate when she's punting the ball. I think she's just trying to get it into the most into the middle of the field as possible.
As far as on the other side possible, so her team can score.
As I say, passing it to the T-Bird.
Number 22 kicks the ball in.
Good job, Sheik.
Nice block by number 7. Number 22 passed it to number 12. Maria is on the defense.
That's Van Zyl making a weak kick, but still tripping up Lazaroff.
9 makes a side pass to number 18.
Melka kicks it in from the side. And the ball's going nowhere. May eventually roll into the goal if all Rhinelander is incredibly slow.
Back to the goalie.
Melka making an attempt,
Kicked
but
out by
kicked.
number 22.
That's Sheik, baby. Keeping the ball out of their goal. Even though she kind of already failed to do that once, but hey, that's okay for us.
Number 25, Sarah Person.
Making a big throw back in. Passing to Miss Shishin. Juggling it a bit. Passing it to a Rhinelander player, probably unintentionally. Or maybe she's a traitor, who knows.
Number 15.
That's Lamers. Kicking it to Lazaroff. Who kicks it to Poison. Who kicks it to the T-Bird. Who kicks it to 7. Making its way to the out of bounds because, you know, number 3 Van Zyl missed it.
She tosses it to number 17, and number 7 passes it quickly to 18.
Whitman giving a big kick
Little
to Sheik. Mashishin kicking it to nobody, but it is picked up by Kraus. Nope, not Kraus. That's actually Wetland because, you know, she's on our side. Juggling it right on the edge of the field. Ref getting close to the action, but not as close as we've seen some of the other refs get. Look back at our previous.
Lazaroff after the ball, number 3 in pursuit.
Oh, and
Hammerla kicks it back into the middle of the field.
yeah, if you want to see some action of refs getting really up and close to the game and blocking players and, you know, some very controversial stuff's happening, go watch the previous soccer games on our channel. Oh, I'm sorry.
Number
Never
18.
mind. Refs
running
doing
in
their job.
circles defending the ball. Giving number 3 a hard time from the Hodags.
Poisson kicking it back in.
Passes it to number 3.
Juliana
Number
kicking
18
kicking it over to
is
Mich-
in pursuit of the ball, and number 22 from the Hodags.
It looked like Sheik is once again kicking it back towards the middle. She's been really good at kicking this game. Magician bouncing it off her head to nobody in particular, though it looks like it's picked up by Wolf, kicking it back to Whitman, who kicks it to nobody. But Melka might pick it up. Just kidding. It looks like it's rolling out, or going to be picked up by Sheik, who kicks it out. Probably going to be picked up by Poisson here, who's going to throw it back into somebody. Toss into Magician, who
Nice.
gets around a player, gets around the same player again.
And she kicks it to
Going
the
for the goal, and
they
it's in.
score!
It's a goal!
That's another point for Lakeland.
Yeah!
USA.
Lakeland,
Against the
2-0.
Houndowns.
We are
Very
great.
exciting game right
Scored
off the bat.
That score was scored
As you
by
can see, the
Soap.
girls are very excited about scoring the goal.
Yep, the second goal of the game, scored by Sophia Magician. Number 19. Number 19, Sophia Magician. Personal friend of mine. Only reason I know how to pronounce that last name.
Goal scored at the 28:58 mark. Scored by number 19, Sophia Magician.
2-0 lead is huge in this game. We're almost at the half-hour mark. Picked up by nobody.
Morgan and-
Lazaroff fighting for it. Barely keeping it in bounds. Given to Poisson, who kicks it a bit forward, but it looks like it's going out of bounds. Just kidding. It's picked up by number 18, Spencer, who's passing it over to Jameson to toss it back in, who's giving it to Lamers. Take a breath every once in a while. Melka kicking it back in to nobody.
She is
So,
now in pursuit of the ball.
yep. It would appear at some point Lacrosse Mardigan has been swapped in too, so. They don't make it as obvious as in basketball when new players get swapped in.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, I kind of miss Mr. Mestel just announcing named player going in. Makes it really easy to know when it's happening.
Yeah, we are distracted by all the action on the field. We don't even notice new players subbing in.
Tossed over to Lamers, who kicks it back to Jameson, kicking it to, I guess, Lakeland in general. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Lazaroff, who letting it get as close to the edge as it will get. Casually kicks it to Hammerla, who's probably going to punt it back in, though looking a bit confused. Passing it back to Lazaroff. Just kidding. It's going to number 17, Brown, because I guess they did go out of goal at some point. People getting a bit upset at that. Don't know why. Brown kicking it in. Hammerla just
Hammerla
catching it out of
intercepts.
nowhere. Not caring about the goal whatsoever and just looking straight at the ball. Hey, it works out. We have not been scored on yet. Giving that ball a nice rub before she kicks it back in.
And it seems
Pat.
that Lacrosse Mardigan. Oh,
Almost picked up by Mardigan. Actually going to Giranov. Picked up the, or something. The ball is now out of bounds, and it's Rhinelanders. It would appear it's being thrown in by Spencer. Spencer throwing it to Milovic. Miljevic. Pass into Magician, who gets it around someone.
oh.
And it
Olivia
goes to
kicks
Melka.
it.
And then it kicks to nobody. Ooh, so close. Mardigan almost got it. But it got picked up by Kraus last chance, last moment, last something. Great speaker. Right on the border of the field. You know, you
Out by.
got Leah Wolf putting some pressure on it, but never touching the ball. So being thrown in by nobody because it's already been thrown in. I wasn't even looking.
Lamers and passes it to 17.
Yep. Picked up by Brown. Passing it to Jameson.
Poisson then kicks it to number 8.
Toss back to Spencer, who doesn't quite pick it up and lets it roll out of bounds. But it's okay because she gets to throw it in anyways. Passing it to Jameson, or thrown into. Magician picks it up, and she's
Makes a pass towards Lacrosse Mardigan, who then misses it by
Wo-
Sheik.
Wolf almost picks it up, but not quite. Giranella tries passing it, but doesn't quite get it. Picked up by Lazaroff.
Stopped by number 27. Shanna. Olivia Melka has the ball in hand.
Pass to nobody, but it looks like if Magician's the fastest, she'll pick it up, but she's not because Kraus sprints at the ball. giving no regard for the goal. But hey, that's how you gotta do it sometimes. Passing to the D-Bird. Hit by, that was a Wolf.
Nice interception by number 17,
Laz-
Spencer.
Lazarov blocking it from going
Oh,
anywhere.
It was Brown. I apologize.
Casually kicking back in. Giranello hits it.
Sarah Poisson makes a big kick to Lacrosse Mardigan.
Almost,
Passes it to Olivia Melka.
almost went out of bounds. Is Magician gonna pick it up? Oh, maybe. Just guess not.
She missed it by just a hair.
Is it going out of bounds? Maybe. We'll see. Can only find out by watching for a few more seconds. Not out of bounds. It makes its way to
Nice
Shoppy.
passes by the
Shop.
Hodags.
Milovic picks it up. And then that's Chic. I gotta remember her.
Out of bounds.
Poisson throwing it back in. Going to looked like Giranella, but she kind of didn't go after the ball. That's okay. Shishin almost picked it up, but not quite. Naomi making a sprint for the ball. That was a close one right there. Had the ball just moving just a bit faster than her, it would have gone straight into our goal. Hemmerla having her shoe tied by Whitman. Very intense gameplay. All right, shoe tying's over. She is now ready to punt.
And the ball goes halfway across the field. Stopped by number 23.
Not Krause. Krause
Rosie
is.
Wetland.
Yeah, that's the player. Magician kicks it.
Passes it. Intercepted by number 22, Sheik.
Bouncing back and forth. Whistle is blown. Don't know why. Bit of bowling action going on by Brown. Once again, being kicked by Sheik, but a bit forward this time. She might make it in our goal if she's strong enough. Magician blocks it, kicks it back.
Cross Mardigan is in pursuit of the
Picked
ball.
up by Chiamarella.
23.
And it looked like it's rolling out of bounds. Oh, not quite. Saved by one of those two girls. Either way, it's picked up by
Kelly
Ulyss.
Ulyss.
And it's out. So,
Nice play by both teams.
wasn't quite sure who kicked that out there. I was looking down at the moment. It would appear that Lakeland is throwing it in. Just kidding. It's not Lakeland that's throwing it in. It's a Rhinelander player that looks like Milovic in this distance. Bit hard to tell, but hey, we're figuring it out. Co-commentator definitely not having any issues right next to me. Milovic tosses in. It almost goes to our goal, but it slips right through the gap between the field goal and the goal. That's even more impressive than goal itself, but sadly doesn't get him any points.
It is very impressive, though. Notably impressive. Do you think she was aiming?
She was. 100%. Going for that field goal. It's worth 3 points. Hammerla giving a big kick back in.
Josie then passed.
Wolf taking a bit of a tumble with a Rhinelander player.
Josie passes it to Magician.
And it's going to nobody except Melka might pick it up.
Melka.
She was just
Yeah,
fast enough to
intercepted
get to
the
the ball at
ball.
the same time as number 18, Spencer. We'll see what happens. It's gradually, and it's out of bounds.
Magician.
Good job, Sheik. Kicking it right out. Can't wait for
Oh, Sarah
30 seconds to
Poisson
pass and for Sheik to kick it back to the middle of the field. Something's happening. Really can't tell.
Wentland, and I'm afraid I cannot see that far.
Numbers get blurry at this distance.
Rhinelander is in. Ball intercepted by number 7, Kelly Ulyss.
Lazarov ending up at the ball again, kicking it past a few players, going to Giuliano, who just is kicking it to Poisson, who's kicking it to a Rhinelander player, who's kicking it to
Olivia
Melka,
Melka makes
who's
a
kicking it to
wonderful pass
Sheik,
to
who's kicking it.
Casey.
Okay, I'll stop that. Anyways, Wolf kicking it over to Spencer. Spencer kicking it back, playing a bit of a game right there. Lazarov picking it up, passing it over to Poisson, who's passing it towards the center in general. Head butted by someone.
Sarah Poisson makes a lengthy kick.
Once again, head butted by Shimriella. That 7 looks awfully like a 1 from a distance, and they don't have the number 21, so it's a bit confusing. Poisson passing it to Juliana. Whistle's immediately blown. Wonder what happened.
2 minutes.
2 minutes left in the... I don't know. 2 minutes left
First
in
half
something.
of the game.
First half? Yeah, first half. Ooh.
If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure how many games there are in a game.
I think there's 2 halves. It'd be weird if there were 3 or 4 halves. But...
Got it.
Alright. Ball's chilling in the middle.
Oh.
A little bit of checking going on. And
kicked out.
it looked like
Did you
Wolf
happen to
got...
catch who kicked that out?
It looked like Wolf got the last foot on that. So... It'll be tossed back in by some Rhinelander player. It looks like number 9, Stefan, throwing it back in. Giving a real nice throw. A lot more arm unraveling for how much build-up she had for that. Magician ends up with the ball. Just kidding. It's going to Sheik.
Oh,
1 minute left on the clock.
Seems that the Thunderbirds have Shishins and Rhinelander, number 3.
Yep. It's quite unlikely that Rhinelander's going to... It's quite unlikely that Rhinelander's going to be
Throwing it
able
by
to do
Sarah
anything before the
Poisson.
clock runs out. Looks like Lakeland's trying to
Malcolm
score...
makes a pass across the field.
Looks like Lakeland's trying to score one last goal before the buzzer, but probably not going to happen. There's 30 seconds left.
Rhinelander is in attempt to score a goal before the timer is out, and
Kicked out of bounds by a Lakeland player. Timer's running up. We got
About
16 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Clock's running down. Rhinelander trying to score a goal really quick before the buzzer goes off. Get that,
Can they
2-1
make it?
score. I really doubt it. Whistles are being blown. Clock is stopped. 8 seconds left. Ref looking fabulous today with a nice blue shirt and hat.
nice sun hat. Very fashionable out on the field today. Seeing lots of bright colors.
Bit of a cloudy game
6,
today.
5,
Oh, 5 seconds left.
3, 2,
As we begin our
1,
countdown,
0.
And the
Halftime
first half
score.
is over.
Lakeland 2, Rhinelander 0. Again, a reminder, this game is streamed live on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the school website.
So, yeah, as you heard him, you are watching the stream, if you are watching this right now. That is the end of the first half. Lakeland is up 2-0. Great start by Lakeland. And we'll be cutting to commercials. See you in the second half in 10 minutes.
Hey, everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? You used to hang out with us like every day after school, and all of a sudden you just like disappeared.
Actually, I'm not fine.
Well, how about we talk about it?
Warning signs of somebody who may be considering suicide are a sudden loss of interest in hobbies, putting things in order, talking about feeling worthless or a burden, and isolating. If you think somebody or you are struggling with depression, don't feel hesitant to reach out. And if you or somebody you know may commit suicide, call 1-800-273-TALK as soon as possible. And remember, it's never too late.
I'm feeling like I used to feel, walking slowly through the forest. Take my hand, let's make a deal. The world lies before us. Take my hand, let's wait some time. I don't mind. I'm doing like I used to do, walking on in these old shoes. Now we could be anywhere. We're lost, but we're not scared, though we could be anywhere. I don't care. I don't care. If you're ever all alone, I'd find my way back home. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. I'm saying things I used to say. Let's put our heads together and turn around, it's getting late. The road goes on forever. Let's go back home and take a break. I can't wait. I can't wait. If you're ever all alone, I'd find my way back home. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. And I want you to go where you wanna go, and I want you to see what you wanna see, and you wanna be all you can be, and that's alright with me. That's alright with me. When I find my way back home, you'll be the first to know. 'Cause you changed my life one day, walking through the woods to Sunday Lake. You changed my life one day, running through the woods behind Sunday Lake.
Varsity sure got their butts kicked last night, huh?
Yeah, we sure did. Not like that's anything unusual, though.
Right. Hey, Katie. My parents aren't home Friday. You want to maybe hang out?
Sure, sounds fun.
Nice.
Are you Gary Thompson?
Yeah.
Will you come with me, please?
Okay.
Hey Gary, hi. So you were in close contact with someone who tested positive for COVID, so you're gonna have to go home for 14 days. Do you have a ride that someone you can call to get a ride home?
Well, who was it?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Fine, whatever. Just let me call my dad.
Due to a surge of positive cases of the novel coronavirus in our local school district, Lakeland Union High School, in-person learning has been suspended until further notice. In other news, many cats have climbed into a tree, and suddenly babies have decided to run up there and save them. However, when the babies were bringing the cats on the way back down from the tree,
And we're back. Welcome back. A minute left on the clock till the second half of the game starts. Wonderful game so far. The score is currently 2-0 Lakeland. Huge start by us. 2 points is big in soccer. Seen a lot of plays from certain players. Some of the most key players that we've seen is Sheik on the Hodags team. She's been possessing the ball a lot, or at least kicking the ball a lot. And then Mashishin has scored one of the goals, and another one of the goals have been scored by Leah Wolf, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, Sophia and Leah scoring the 2 points we have so far.
We have the players all back out on the field and ready to start the second half of the game.
Yep. Ball immediately kicked out by Thunderbird. Not sure who, but Rotbet is talking.
Looks like we have number 6, Taylor Heleniak on the field.
Here, Mr. Rotbet is shouting out our live stream. So, yes, if you're watching this, be sure to tune into the live stream that you're currently watching.
We have Wentland and Stefan.
Not sure what just happened there because I was looking away, but it looks like it's being kicked back in by Wentland. Woohoo! Really close to Rhinelander's side of the ball. Goal. Krau's giving a nice good kick, but it looks like it's going out. Yep. Straight to the track. One of the balls that have been kicked out this quarter already did bounce over the fence right into the Rhinelander parent section. So, I'm sure they got a very nice view of it. Whitman kicking it back in to someone. And I'm not even sure if either of these players they're just kind of rubbing against each other, fighting for that ball. Kicked by one of those 6 legs that are standing in that spot. Eventually making its way to...
And we have a goal.
Oh, that's a goal! Let's go! That was kicked in by, I want to say, either Lee or Julius. Couldn't quite tell.
Heleniak? I think that was number 6 who kicked it in. We'll find out in a second.
Heleniak. Oh, yes, I'm certain we'll find out. Couldn't quite tell, unfortunately. But either way, it's another point for Lakeland, bringing us to 3-0. So far, we are crushing it. Go Lakeland. Not to be biased or anything.
Lakeland's third goal scored the 41-55 mark. And number 6, Taylor Heleniak.
That was Heleniak. Amar, you were correct. Good job, Heleniak. anyways. That's kicked back in by Wetland, who maybe.
Immediately out by Jameson.
And once again being kicked back in by nobody. Just kidding. It's being kicked back in by Jameson, who's throwing it back in. Who I guess it didn't get kicked. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Magician has the ball.
Then makes an attempt pass to number...
To number side of the field. Wolf kicking it past all the players to nobody. Look, number 6 is chasing after it. That's Heleniak. Picking up the ball. Tripping over it.
And she takes a dive.
Fortunately.
And by Sheik.
That's Sheik. Sheik has probably been the closest thing to resemble a star player on the Rhinelander side.
Very active and getting out there.
Her defensive, offensive plays have been quite impressive this game. Whistle is blown. Lakeland section is upset, so I'm guessing that was on Lakeland. Either way, the possession is now in Rhinelanders. Now in Rhinelanders. Wow. Okay. Sheik is kicking the ball once again. We just talked about this, how great of a kicker she is. And she kicks it a bit too well.
Past the goalie. New ball getting thrown in. It is now the T-Birds' ball.
Poisson picking it up. And passing it, giving it to Hammerla, who's going to give a nice goalie kick. Hammerla doing all of her own kicks this game. Going straight to Melka.
Van Zyl made an attempt to block the ball.
Giving over to Yonker.
Shishin kicks it towards the Lakeland goalie, and we see Wetland headed in and passing it to, looks like.
Oh, for the second time, Heleniak almost scoring a goal, not quite. Crowds just playing defensively. A lot of shouting from the Lakeland section. No.
Good play. It was nearly to the goal.
Once again, being kicked in by Sheik. Passing it to Magician, even though that's probably not what she intended. Giving it to Duriana. Rhinelander players are fighting for it. They get it and kick it over to Van Zyl. Magician eventually winding up with it. Just kidding. It slips past her. The ball escapes.
Number 15, Leah Wolf passes it to Gironella. Then kicked in by Lazaroff.
And it bounces off Melka's body out of bounds. Of course, one of the Rhinelander players throwing it in. Can't quite read that number from here.
Lazaroff is now passing it. And intercepted by Rhinelander goalie.
That would be Lakeland's goalie, actually.
Oh, is that?
The side swapped during halftime.
Oh.
Yep.
I seem to have not noticed that either.
That's all right.
And Wetland takes the spotlight, passing it to Magician.
Heleniak picking up. Maybe she's going to go for a second goal. Getting it over to Wetland. Wetland and, Heleniak trying to get it through. Magician picks it up too. Kicks it to Melka. Maybe that's Quaid. I think that's Quaid.
Heleniak.
Quaid is in this game now.
Kicks it to Gironella. And Wetland is after the ball.
Though it looks like it's rolling out.
Out of bounds.
Rip. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's going to be kicked in by Sheik. Yep. She's kicked in every Rhinelander goalie kick this game. There has been a lot of those. So far, Lakeland has been putting the pressure on and the game's been centered more around Rhinelander's goal than our goal, which is, of course, a good thing.
Makes an attempt to pass. Number 17, McKenna Brown.
Bit of a bump, but it goes towards Hammerla, who just yoinks it off the ground. The players narrowly dodging her, trying not to ram into her. And the ball nice rub before she punts it to the middle of the field. Picked up by a Rhinelander player, but then
stolen by Wetland.
Out of nowhere, Wetland swoops in, passes it to Wolf, who trips, kicking the ball.
And Heleniak made an attempt to take that pass.
but it's picked up by Sheik. And now other stuff is happening. Poisson kicks it towards...
Helianek is in pursuit of the ball.
Yep. That. Helianek bumps it out. Though actually, it might have been Sheik that bumped it out. We'll
It's a
find out.
little hard to see what's going on in that little corner out there, far sides of the field.
A lot of legs, only one ball. Oh, so it must have been Sheik that bumped it out because it's thrown in by Poisson.
Sheik has the ball.
Immediately picked up.
Intercepted by Gironella.
Picked up by Wolf. I guess that was an attempt, but it's picked up by Kraus, who just simply punts it back in. We haven't seen too many punts by Kraus this game,
Whitman here.
but she seems good enough at punting herself.
Gironella passing it back to Mashishин.
Picked up a Mashishин. Mashishin has a really clean shot here. She makes it, but
it's past the goal.
a bit far to the left, unfortunately. Oh well.
Good attempt.
At least it keeps the pressure up. We're not really in a position where we need to worry about that. We are quite ahead. Though, of course, that doesn't mean Rhinelander can't catch up. This game can turn on its head at any point.
Looks like Sheik is going to kick the ball in again.
It is only 3 points, though that is a lot in soccer. Indeed, Sheik is kicking it in. She kicks it, as expected. Poisson almost picks it up, but not quite. Makes it over her to Brown, who...
Looks like Lazarov makes it pass to her teammates and intercepted by Rhinelander. Unfortunately, I cannot see who that
looks like
is.
Whitman's almost picking it up, but it actually goes to Miljevic. Man, I am so
Ulis
sorry.
Makes a pass.
Great ball, great kick, might roll in. We'll see. Not quite. In fact, it was very short.
Looks like Lee. Oh, back to Lee. Gironella makes a clean shot to pass the goal.
Just a bit to the left, unfortunately. Once again, that left side of the goal is looking quite attractive to the ball, I guess.
Seems here that Sheik is going to be kicking in the ball again.
What a surprise.
I was quite taken back by that.
Not to insult Sheik. She's really good at kicking it in. In fact...
All of these players are.
Yeah, but...
They're fighting hard out here.
It would seem Rhinelander favors Sheik kicking it in over all the other ones.
Leah Wolf passes it to number 9, Lee.
Bouncing right onto the track, maybe going over the fence. Nope, it is caught by someone. Good job, that person. Poisson picks it up and tosses it back in. Not to anyone in particular, but it's almost picked up by Lee, but then it bounces around. Looks like Melka is making an attempt, and she's making some progress. She's going through, makes it a shot,
and
goes straight over the goal.
misses it.
Once again, hitting that little gap between the goal and the field goal.
So Lakeland girls aren't giving up.
I gotta say that happened twice this game. That's more impressive of a shot than actually getting in the goal.
They're very much trying hard.
Once again, Sheik is kicking it in. We'll see what happens this time. We have reached the 50-minute mark, 51-minute mark almost.
And it looks like Wentland and Melka.
Whitman kicking it in the air, bouncing off the chest of Lamers, and it makes its way to Brown.
Lazarov kicks it to number 15, Leah Wolf.
Stuff's happening. I'm a professional commentator, folks. Don't worry about this.
Lazarov and out by Rhinelander.
And it's picked up by Hammerlaw. I'm guessing she'll be throwing it in, or punting it in. That's what she's been doing. She punts all her own goalie kicks. Nice punt.
Shishin and Gironella makes a pass.
We got some Maria friends in the crowd saying good job to Maria. So good job, Maria. Maria Gironella is her name, number 3. A lot of fans.
Whitman making a pass.
Maybe. She does. Actually, no, she doesn't. Because that ball's going to nobody.
In pursuit of the ball.
Whitman picks it up.
And she makes a shot, but misses it.
Even farther than to the left than the other 2 shots. But that's all right. That's all right. Man, someone is really angry.
We can hear our fellow
I feel bad for them.
supporters.
some of the more PG shouts we've had on these streams, but thank goodness.
It's like Lee has the ball. Make a shot in, and Lakeland scores!
Making it in from 30 yards away.
15, Leah Wolf.
That's the second goal Leah Wolf has scored this game. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the chance. A goal! There we go. I had the shot. Just a quick little goal there. You know, it's soccer. We got to do that.
Seems that we have some water out on the field.
That's one way of putting it. It is.
Lakeland's fourth goal, scored at the 52-39 mark. Scored by number 15, Leah Wolf.
Good job, Leah Wolf, for scoring that goal once again. The score is now 4-0. But yes, the field is getting quite wet. This game was moved forward a few hours because of an impending rainstorm that we're going to have
in pursuit of the ball.
at the original time it was scheduled. And it looks like that rain is just now coming in. The sky has been cloudy.
Pass to Mishishin.
The sky has been cloudy this entire game. And it looks like we have been having very slight rainfall, but it seems to be picking up a bit. Hopefully it shouldn't interfere too much with the rest of the game, but who knows? If they stop the game now, I'll be perfectly fine with that because, hey, we'll win. I don't think that's actually how that works, but we're winning. That's cool. Leah kicks the ball.
Wolf makes a pass to Wentland and an attempt to kick it towards the goal, but it is compromised by Rhinelander goalie.
Good job, Krause, for picking up that ball. And kicks it to Poisson, who kicks it out. It'll be thrown in by a Rhinelander player now. Immediately, wasting no time, Lazaroff picks it up and kicks it to Mishishin.
Makes a pass to Wentland.
Wentland has a very clean shot, though it might go left. Oh,
and intercepted by number 9.
Just barely kicked out by,
Stefan.
Stefan. Good job, Stefan. Looked like that was kicked out mid-air, too. She had already punted the ball towards the goal. It might have went in, but Stefan blocked it. So, like I said, good job, Stefan. Saved us from becoming 5-0. We had a T-Birds fan in the crowd. That's at least good to hear. Wentland kicks it in. Doesn't really go to anyone in particular. In fact, it looks like it's going out the other side of the field. Oh, last second, Melka picks it up. Or maybe not. It's actually went out. Picked up by a random player, thrown back in to number someone, whatever. I don't know what's happening. Thrown in by Lakeland. Hard to see who that is from here, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. It's a Lakeland player, and that's a good thing. But now it's not a good thing anymore because a Rhinelander player picked it up and threw it back in. Don't know what's happening, but hopefully it's good. Looks like the ball's slowly making its way left. That's not the direction we want it to see it rolling in. It's out of bounds again. It's been really hugging the far out edge of the field.
Lazaroff makes a pass towards Lakeland goalies.
Okay. Picked up by Hammerla. So all that pursuit towards our goal was for naught. Hammerla giving it a nice big punt to, it looks like, Wentland. Whistle is blown. Possession is given to the
Sheik
Rhinelander.
is kicking it in again.
Yep. Nice quality kick past to Whitman, who's not on Rhinelander's team, but that's okay.
Melka comes in.
That's Lee, actually.
That's
picking
Lee.
that up.
I apologize.
That's all right. Lee almost kicking it out, but not quite. Both number 9s fighting over it, and it gets out, I think, on Rhinelander's side, meaning, yep, number 23, Wentland's going to be throwing it in.
Looks like Lacrosse was subbed in for Lee. Might again. Wentland makes a pass to Mishishin.
Though there are quite a few Rhinelander players that I guess you might have not spotted. They immediately kick it back out of bounds. Wentland learns from her mistakes and passes it to Lacrosse, who is not standing in the middle of all the Rhinelander players, but it looks like it might make its way out anyways. Nope. Oh, Lacrosse falls over. Wentland preparing to kick it back in once again, right from the edge of the goal line, that area, you know, near side of the field, back corner, right corner, back right corner, front right corner, near right corner. It's a corner. Top by Krause. No, it's not caught by Kraus, but she picked it up off the ground anyways. That was really close.
It was a very close call.
Yes, with us rain falling down, the ball might get a bit more slippery. So these girls will have to watch out for, slipping, having the ball slip out of their hands. I guess.
Twirl. Whitman kicks it back. Stefan seems to make a pass towards the goal.
And it's out, I think, on Rhinelander's end. But it was rolling for a really long time, so you never know. Whitman's throwing it back in. Passes to Lazaroff, who once again kicks it out of bounds. So now it's going to be thrown in by number 7, that's Gabor on Rhinelanders. Whistle is blown. Maybe. It is blown. Now it's being thrown in by Wentland for the Thunderbirds. Passing it to Wolf.
Passes it all the way across the field to
Someone. Someone got that ball. It's Rhinelander Players has.
Whitman kicks it across the field.
Tongue's getting a bit twisted towards the latter end of this game. Thrown in by Rhinelander. Picked up by Shop. Never know if that E at the end of the last name is pronounced. But hey, I'm sure I'll find out someday. Ooh.
Gabor kicks it in.
Passed over to Rapley. We haven't seen her for a while, but she has been one of the core offensive players on Rhinelander's team. She might have got swapped out when I wasn't looking, and now she's back in. Bit of pressure on Lakeland here. We'll see if that pressure pays off for
Looks like
Rhinelander.
Magician is heading towards the ball. Passing it to, unable to see. Is that 18 or 15?
I believe that was number
That's
8. I believe that was Melka who kicked it out of bounds very slowly. And now it's being thrown in by Rhinelander. But hey, at least it's on their side of the field, which is where they don't want it. That means which is where we want it, meaning that's good for us. Yeah, sports.
Wendland makes a pass. Oh, and Rhinelander goalie has the ball.
Kicks it straight to the goalie. It wasn't straight. It was actually a little bit to
Whitman
the right.
makes a block. Magician heading for the ball.
Shishin charging in to try to pick it up, but not quite. Leah also failing to pick it up.
We have
Whitman trying to get it up last second. It's saved by number 31. That is Rapley, who is keeping it in bounds. Bit of a shove on Magician right there.
Who then kicks it out by Rhinelander.
Yep. One of the Rhinelander players kicked it out.
Update on the WIA regionals. Rhinelander will host Wausau East at 7 o'clock at Rhinelander on Tuesday, May 31st.
And Hammerla picks up the ball.
Don't know if you heard that, but Rhinelander will host
The other two teams on the other side of the bracket are DeForest and the Portage Poinette team.
Hammerla kicks the ball
Lakeland
in.
will be hosting on June 2nd,
Lamers.
Thursday. They will host Anago.
We have Magician making a pass
The
towards
other side
Lakeland
of
goal.
the regional bracket will be Bozani and Wapaka.
Chic.
Wortbet talking
Kicks
about
it.
other games
Oh,
besides
a
this
nice
one.
interception from number 18, Olivia Melka.
20 minutes, less than 20 minutes left on the clock. Lakeland's
Giranella kicks it towards Lakeland goal. We have Wentland in pursuit of the ball.
Lakeland still having a huge advantage, 4-0. Nothing too much has happened this second half. It looked like, that was Heleniak scored a goal towards the beginning. So it goes great. And then a little bit more into that, Wolf scored another goal. So we have doubled our score in the second half, I suppose. And
Looks
nothing has
like
happened since.
The ball is being thrown in by Stefan.
Whitman tossing it in, passing it to Magician, who slides under the ball. Yeah.
And out by Rhinelander.
The ball isn't the only thing that's going to be slippery due to this rain. It's going to be the field, too. So hope those cleats do their magic. Keep the players attached to the floor. I know it's a field, okay? It's also a floor. Whatever. Okay.
Wolf passes the ball. Looks like Lazaroff kicks it in to Shishin. Leo Wolf makes a pass. Stolen by Rhinelander. Number 15, Lamers makes a pass. Lamer still has the ball, passes it to Brown.
And it slowly makes its way out of bounds. Looks like it's being thrown in by...
Lazaroff.
I said that, but I couldn't see who's throwing it in. I don't know why I even
Lazaroff
started.
kicked it in.
Oh, well, Lazaroff kicked it in eventually. Yep.
Shishin makes a break for the ball. We have Lacrosse.
Lacrosse doing something. He makes it go to
kicking
the left.
Almost out of bounds.
Melka picking it up, just saving it from going out. But then
Sheik
it's...
picked up the ball.
Yep. Giving it a nice toss in. I guess it did go out. Melka doing some juggling. Not sure who or what's happening to the ball, but it looks like it's rolling towards the Rhinelander goal, though no one to support it. Being tossed in by Coos, or punted in. Audience member contributing, saying to keep the pressure on. Hammerla picking it up. Nope, she's kicking it back.
Lazaroff kicks it across the field.
A lot of headbutting going on. I wonder if we'll get another nice headbutt juggle that we had
Shishin
earlier.
steals the ball. Wentland is in pursuit.
Wentland has another clean shot. She's had a lot of these the second half.
And she gets the goal!
It's a goal! Hey!
Lakeland yet scores again.
Scored in by Wentland. Josie Wentland.
That now makes us 5-0.
I believe that is her first goal this game. To recap, we've had one by Magician. There was two by Leo Wolf. We had one by Heleniak. And we had one by Wentland. So Lakeland is crushing this game 5-0. If this keeps up, I think we might just win.
You can hear a car beeping in the background. We have Lamers and Brown starting out with the ball.
Yeah, we certainly have some fans who are in possession of a car horn. Quite dangerous.
Gotta watch out for those car horns, Harrison.
They're still beeping. The goal was minutes ago.
We have Shop kicking it to number 3, Morgan Van Zyl. Oh, that's 7, which is Gaber. My apologies.
And it's out. It looks like off one of Lakeland's legs. Thrown in by Rhinelander. Bouncing off Wolf. She picks it up and kicks it to Quaid. Melka, or Wolf.
Wentland makes another break for the
One
ball.
Wentland has another clean shot. Is she going to score again?
And she misses by just a bit.
Wentland has, I haven't really been keeping count, but I think she's like 5 or 6 really clean goalie shots this game. And so, which has been really nice.
Our soccer team is very eager to make those goals.
Whatever that setup to create that opportunity is, Rhinelander's not found a way to counter it yet. There are less than 15 minutes left in the game.
Sheik is kicking in the ball.
A car horn beeping as soon as Sheik's trying to kick it back. So
Wait, into it, blocked it.
More beeping. I will be letting you know whenever there's a beep because you probably can't hear it. Tripped up. She kicks it, I think, out. Yep, definitely out. Very out. Did he go over the fence? I can't quite tell.
Out by Rhinelander, and no.
Rain's really picking up. It is coming down now. I feel bad for these girls having to stand out in that.
Maybe it's a nice cool-off for them.
There's going to be some sniffy noses tomorrow. As if allergies weren't as bad as now. Being thrown in by Quaid. To who? It looks like Melka. Or Saville, actually. Looks like Melka from a distance, but then I saw her number. Saville. My apologies.
Right. We have Whitman
Picked up by Gabor, and then not in Gabor's possession for anymore. By the time the amount of time it takes me to read the player's number and then see who that is, the ball has already bounced between like 3 other people. So
Our commentary might be a little bit delayed. Lazaroff has the ball.
what's she gonna do with it? I bet she's gonna kick it.
Oh, I guess we'll have to see.
Oh,
and she
kicked
makes
it.
a pass. Looks like Mishishin and Wetland were ready for that. Gaber stealing the ball. Whitman intercepting.
Whitman trying to slip it under the legs, but not quite getting there. But she might get a second chance. Just kidding. Wolf runs in and picks it up.
Sheik and Mardigan are in pursuit of the ball.
Savell hanging on there right till it went out. And she seems to be the one that kicked it out because it's currently being thrown in by Rhinelander. That appear to be Spencer.
Looks like we have another player being subbed in. Number 4, Maya Solis for Mardigan. Whitman makes a lengthy pass towards Gianella.
High into the air.
Ulysses apologize.
Gianella trying to pick it up, but not quite making it.
Lazaroff makes a pass across the field.
Wetland might get another chance here, though it appears not. Rhinelander was able to defend. Ooh.
We have 31, Rapley.
Brown kicks it back to Gabor, who kicks it over to, looks like 15, Lamers. Passing it over back to Lakeland, who gives it immediately back to Gabor.
Lazaroff
who
makes a
immediately
lengthy pass.
throws it into the head of a Lakeland player, which knocks it out of bounds. So, once again, Rhinelander's tossing it in. That appears to be Shop tossing it up. No, never mind. She's running away from the ball. It looks like 24 Junker is approaching. Short toss to
Mishishin.
Lamers?
Is that Lamers?
Well, Mishishin ended up with it eventually.
We have Savell in pursuit.
Gianella is doing something with the ball. And it's almost out, and it's out.
It is out.
It looked like I was off of Gianella, immediately thrown back in by a Rhinelander player. Rain's picking it up even more. I can hear it. You might be able to, too.
Quick rain break.
Yep, glad you enjoyed the rain.
You might have even fallen asleep. I hope not.
Real 100%. Oh, that ball is
And Rhinelander misses.
bit too far to the right of the field goal. Almost scored 3 points there. Not sure what happened, but
10 minutes.
Oh, we're hitting the 10-minute mark left in the game.
yep. I don't want to, jinx anything, but I'm pretty sure this is in the bag for Lakeland.
Shishin blocks the ball, kicks it towards Sheik, and
it's out. Or maybe.
Spencer.
It's almost out, and it's out. Lakeland will be throwing this back in. Who's going to be throwing that back in? Is that Wetland? No, that's number 21, actually. Or no, it's not. Oh, that is 21. It's Rain. Rain's back in this game. Hi, Erica. Passing it to Relia Wolf, who had the ball bounce off her head, giving it to Mishishin. But it's kicked away by Jameson, who kicks it to Lamers, who kicks it to blah, 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 blah. It's being kicked everywhere.
Number 14 makes a break. Gothier.
And it rolls out of bounds. I'm not quite sure who touched the ball last, but I'm sure we'll find out. And it looks like Sheik will be kicking it back in, so it must have been her who kicked it out. Well, not Sheik, Lakeland. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Looks like Sheik is kicking the ball back in.
Yep. All hoods and ponchos are on fully, except for those players out there. Feel bad for them, but I'm sure they don't mind.
Whitman makes a break for the ball. Kicked up in the air by Jameson. Lazaroff. And it looks like the ball is being picked up by Hammerla.
Rain once again picking up to degree number 3. Really coming down now.
Very evident that it is raining.
Good thing that we moved this game just a few hours before, or else we wouldn't have any time to play in the clear. It'd be very unfortunate if any of these girls got sick from a cold.
You know, the possibility is out there.
Yeah. My mom always told me that don't go in the rain, it'll get a cold.
And it looks like Rhinelander scored their first goal.
I was not even watching. I was distracted by the rain. Good job, Rhinelander. I'm not giving them a goal because they're the enemy team. Opposing team. That's a flashback to the first game I commentated, but I used the word enemy. They're not enemies. They're our opponents, friendly opponents. But either way, good job, the Rhinelander. Not sure who kicked that in, but that brings the score to 5-1. Rhinelander at least getting 1 point before the game's over.
It's a little under 8 minutes left.
Maybe they'll get 4 more and tie the game. Maybe they'll get 5 more and win. Who knows?
It's very possible.
It's a little possible.
All right, Lazaroff then makes a pass intercepted by number 24.
Rortvet has
The Rhinelander goal scored at the 72:08 mark. Was scored by number 8, Sophie Milchevich.
It was number 8, Sophie Milchevich, who was able to kick that in. So good job to her getting the first point for Rhinelander's side.
Looks like Solis is making a couple passes towards Lakeland goal. We have Savell in pursuit of the ball.
Is it rolling out? It's not.
And
Just
it is
barely
in.
saved. There might be a chance. Just kidding. There's not a chance. I guess the whistle was blown there. Will it be kicked in by Sheik? No. Well, yes, it will be. Maybe. Sheik's lining up to kick it. So, yeah. Ball has to fly through all those raindrops in the air now, slowing it down immensely. Trust me, I took honors physics. I know how that works.
We have it being passed. Looks like Wolf took the ball, passed it to Gianella, and Mashishin has the ball. Oh. Mashishin again has the ball.
Oh, Magician pulling out
Looking for an opening. And she
almost
does not
makes
make it. The goalie unfortunately stopped the ball.
Right before that goalie attempt, though, Magician was pulling out some, as the kids say, mad jukes. You know, tripping up some of the Rhinelander players.
It seems that the kids do say that these days.
Solis almost had a chance for possession of the ball.
Jameson. Oh.
Jameson, indeed. Whitman tossing it back in.
Like
Picked up by number 27 on Rhinelander.
Whitman then kicks it towards the Lakeland goalie.
Picked up by Sheik, who kicks it from the side. Very fashionable, but didn't go too far.
Whitman intercepting Jameson.
Ryan picked it up. Looked like that the lights on the softball side of the field have went out. That game probably ended a while ago.
Looks like we have Allison Lazaroff.
5 minutes.
Pursuit for the ball.
5 minutes left on the clock. We'll see if Rhinelander can get another one in, but Wolf kicks it
Lakeland
away.
passing it back towards their goal. Kicking it in. Shamerla. Caught by Naomi Head.
Once again, restating that this side, the right side, is Rhinelander's side of the goal.
Again, a reminder.
Oh, it's good in the commentator's booth.
Soccer players will be honoring their teachers, staff members that had influences on their lives, their student lives, after this game.
To appear that after this game, there will be some of the soccer players honoring the teachers that have had influences on their lives, according to Rortvet. So I'm sure that'll be a really fun ceremony with all this downpour.
We have Milicevic.
Slowly rolling
I
out
think
of
she
bounds.
kicked it out.
Yep. It looks like it might have bounced off Whitman last second. Toss back in.
by Jameson.
Rain picked up to level 4. I don't know, I'm giving Rain levels, but it's coming down hard.
Solus and Sabel are in pursuit of the ball. Solus is making her way towards.
The grayness of the
And it
sky is now
seems that
consistent.
Rhinelander kicked it out. Fortunately, I cannot see their number.
Yep. Despite only having about 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, they're still going quite slowly. So I want to say this is, good. The chances that Lakeland wins this is quite good. We are winning 5-1, which is a good thing if you're watching this and from Lakeland. If you're watching this from Rhinelander, I'm sorry for mispronouncing the last names. Oh, and it goes into Rhinelander's goal. I'm not even sure who kicked that, but it's a goal!
We have another goal on the Lakeland side, bringing our score up to 6.
Maybe.
It's very possible that you can hear those car honks in the background.
Cars are going crazy.
The crowd, the cars, everyone is going crazy.
It's official. The scoreboard is now 6-1. Lakeland has scored once again before the game is over. I couldn't quite see who it was, but I'm sure it'll be announced by Rortbet quite soon. Thank you, Rortbet, for being the on-the-field commentator, if that's what you call him, announcer.
Makes a pass. Intercepted by...
Whoa, bit of tripping up going there of the ball. Yonker fighting for the ball, but not quite getting it.
6 goals, scored at the 76-28 mark by number 19, Sophia Mashishin.
Once again, a second goal for Sophia Mashishin. That
Good
is,
job.
as I said, her second goal this game. So good job to her. Both her and Leah Wolf have scored 2 goals this game.
Good job, Lakeland gals.
Collectively, that is over half the points that have been scored this game. So good job,
A
Lakeland.
little under 3 minutes left.
Yep, this game will be coming to a wrap pretty soon. And I'm glad it is on a good end for the T-Birds. Not biased by any means. Not sure what's happening at the moment. We might have ran out of balls.
No, Hammerla has a ball in hand.
She was holding it. She was just hiding it. Getting ready for a big punt. Rubbing it dry, even though that might not be as effective. Straight to Rhinelander's Shia Morella.
Oh, we have 14, Gothier. Mashishin has ball in hand, or in foot, if you will. And it looks like Rhinelander's goalie took the ball.
Krause punting it back to the middle of the field.
Almost straight from Mashishin there.
Bunch of players standing around while 2 players do all the work.
Amos.
All the way.
I think they are calling this as a victory.
Yep, I guess that.
Final score.
Ending the game just a few minutes early. Maybe because of the rain, maybe because of the mercy rule. I don't really know. But I guess the game is over. So victory to Lakeland. Woo.
Our final score is Lakeland 6 and Rhinelander 1.
Yep.
Good job to all the ladies that played today out in that cold Wayne.
Let's see if my memory serves me right. 2 of the goals were, for Lakeland at least, 2 of the goals were scored by Wolf. 2 of the goals were scored by Mashishin. 1 of the goals were scored by Heleniak. And then there was another one scored by any memory, Mari? I believe it might have been Wentland?
Yeah, Wentland
Yeah,
scored
it was
a goal.
definitely Wentland.
I think
Okay.
Wentland
Those are our
scored
6
2
points.
of those, right?
Yep. Wentland scored 1 of those. Wolf scored 2. Mashishin scored 2. And 1 was scored by Heleniak. There we go.
Oh,
Good
there
job
we
out to
go.
all those girls. Congratulations. And I believe that win will take us to the state championships or something like that. No? Regional champion.
That game will take
regional
us
something.
to regionals.
Yeah,
Good luck
regionals.
to the Lady Thunderbirds out there. All of you guys played hard and well.
All right. Well, holding. was about to end it, but then I was told not to. I'm not back on. Oh, I am back on. Am I back on? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, that was, never mind. It was not my mic that was off, it was the other mic that was off. So, yep, we are going to be holding for just a few minutes to see if the seniors recognize their teachers. So.
Seems that they are still gathered on the field.
Yep, huddling in, discussing their victory. So stay tuned if you want to see that. So I'm sure a lot of people are eager to leave with how heavy this rain is coming down now.
It seems that they are gathering their things, but I'm not really sure.
If I had to guess, we are ending this and going home. However, we will hold on for just a few more minutes to see what happens.
Nice weather we're having.
Beautiful weather.
Absolutely
nice,
gorgeous.
Clear water.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Sky is nice, clean, pure gray.
You can see the rainfall in the big stadium lights.
Players are putting their jackets on. Part of me theorizes that the ceremony honoring the teachers has been moved to the inside, which in that case we might not be able to stream it.
Or we might be able to. But it's very possible. We got a confirmation that they are going to recognize the teachers that have impacted their lives. So if you just hold tight for a few more minutes.
All right. I have a list of the teachers who will be recognized. It's a bit soggy. But I will not be reading it until they're actually announcing the teachers, so I can do it at the same time as them.
Welcome to the 2022 Lakeland Teamer Girls Soccer Teacher Staff Appreciation. Tonight we'd like to honor the teachers and staff members that have inspired and made a lasting impact on the girls soccer team.
Brett is announcing them.
These
However, I'll be
individuals
reading
have
them
gone
off too.
above and beyond just being a teacher or staff member. It made a difference in the lives of these players. The girls soccer team would like to thank you for your hard work, dedication, passion, and enthusiasm that you bring to teaching the students at Lakeland. I'll read the player name and the staff member that they would like to recognize as being an inspiration to them. First, the seniors, Leah Wolf, Mrs. Tyler.
Leah Wolf is recognizing Mrs. Tyler.
Sophia Mashician.
Sophia Mashician is recognizing Mrs. Donner.
Sarah Poisson.
Sarah Poisson is recognizing Mr. Richter. Naomi Hammerla is recognizing Mrs. Wentland.
Mrs. Wendland.
Olivia Melka is recognizing Mr. Schwanda. Lacrosse Mardigan is recognizing Senora Grice.
Senora Grice.
Erica Rain is recognizing Senora Chica. We are just getting all the teachers.
Senora Chica.
Jenna Whitman is recognizing Mr. Wilhelm.
Mr. Wilhelm.
Maria Giranella is recognizing
Maria
Mrs. Giese.
Giranella. Mrs. Grice. Allison
Lazaroff is recognizing Mr. Olson.
Callie
Callie
Julius
is
Mr.
recognizing
Busco.
Mr. Busco. Mia Solis
Maya
is
Solis. Mrs. Freeman.
recognizing Mrs. Freeman. Maya Solis. Apologies.
Noli Guthrie.
Noli Guthrie is recognizing
Gabe Chavez.
Gabe Chavez. Is that our hall monitor? Man.
The song.
Yeah, it is. Big fan.
Like starting with Josie Wetland.
Josie Wentland
Mrs. Olson.
is recognizing Mrs. Olson.
Taylor Heleniak. Mr. Clues.
Taylor Heleniak is recognizing Mr. Clues.
Riley Wise, Mr. Conrad.
Riley Wise is recognizing Mr. Conrad.
Charlie Cleveland, Mr. Osreich.
is recognizing Mr. Astrike, Mr. O, if you will. And lastly,
For the freshmen,
Kale Quaid is recognizing Mr. Jervinsavu.
Kale Quaid,
Just kidding,
Mr.
that's not the last.
Jervinsavu.
There's 3 more on the back.
Bobby Lee,
Bobby Lee is recognizing Mr. Dassow.
Landry Lenz,
Landry
Frau
Lenz
Peterson.
is recognizing Frau Peterson. And actually,
Maya
lastly,
Sabel,
Maya Sabel is,
Ms. Verstein.
is recognizing Miss Mearstein.
Thank you,
That is it.
teachers and staff, for everything that you do. You've made an impact on the lives of these young ladies.
Mr.
Thank
Rortvedt
you.
did
Take the
mention
opportunity.
a thank you for
And it will be
these teachers for
broadcast. It is
impacting the
live
lives of these
streamed.
young ladies.
On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and at the school website.
I just want to personally say I'm so excited that Gabe, our hall monitor, is out there among all those teachers. He is one of my favorites. He will go down in history.
Will go down in history,
He will
said
go-
here by Harrison.
Yep.
All the
For
girls
something.
and their teachers are lining up for a big photo op in the rain.
Yep.
This day will be remembered as a wet one. And we hear cheers from the crowd or the team.
Whatever crowd that remained. A lot of them left because of the wetness, but some of them sticking around to the last moments.
Jenna, do not forget your phone.
Mr. Rortvedt reminding Jenna Whitman not to forget her phone. I guess she did it last time.
The rain is coming down pretty heavy now.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this
Live stream.
LUHS Media Productions live stream. This was Lakeland Union Thunderbirds versus the Rhinelander Hodags girls soccer, and I think the last sports game that we'll be covering this year. So to any of our true fans who've been sticking here for every single live stream, I would like to thank you for watching this year's, sports stream.
And supporting us and making sure that we have an audience to stream to.
All right. That is
I'm
all.
Amari.
I'm Harrison Wheeler.
And
And this is
we're out.
Goodbye.